Leica could have done better. Okie dokie, today we will give a review for this camera, the Leica Sofort 2. Yes, I know I've already done it, but it's in conjunction with a vlog, so here it is. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Theodore here, and today we're going to be talking about this Leica Sofort 2. I've had it for roughly 7 months now, and honestly guys, I rarely ever use it. This camera is just sitting in my cabinet collecting dust, to be honest, but it's a good collector's item. If you guys know me, I have been trying to collect the Leica Sofort 1 for many years. Okay, here's the thing though, I try to fix them, and I find more joy in fixing them as opposed to buying them, like say brand new or just in good condition. I like to buy them broken so that I can fix them. There's just so much more satisfaction in that, in my opinion. So I have 2 broken ones that I've been trying to fix. Was very unsuccessful for both of them, but anyways, when I heard the Leica Sofort 2 came out, I was so excited because Leica does not sell the Sofort 1 anymore. So I was like, when the Sofort 2 came out, I'm like, heck yeah, I have to get my hands on one of these things, and I have to get it in red because that's the Leica color. Leica is known to be red. So I got it in red. I got it on BH Photo, $400 and something. Honestly, the wow factor of it is it's really shiny and it has a magnetic lens. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about it other than that's like what really impressed me the most. Overall, the quality of it is it's a pretty standard plastic camera. There's nothing more to it. All the buttons are faux metal. It's not even real metal. No, the lens is even plastic, but yeah, it's just a pretty basic plastic digital camera that can print out photos, and it was very expensive. For the price, I don't think it's worth it because there's other Fujifilm cameras out there that can do the same thing but cost much less. If you're on the market for a digital film camera, then I don't recommend getting the Leica Sofort 2 because it's just so expensive. I would just opt for other Fujifilm models, but if you're on the market for a Leica camera and you want something that is cheap, this is the one because it's cheap. It's Leica, and it's a full camera, not just like a camera bag. It's like a full-on camera. In my opinion, I wouldn't get it again though. It's just so expensive, and for what it does, it's just not really worth it for me. One thing I do really like about this camera is being able to put a micro SD into here and just taking whatever photos I want and then printing it out when I go home and not having to think too much about the photo right then and there. I don't have to waste film on photos that I don't like or don't want. And also, if you took photos with your group of friends and you say there's 10 of you guys, you can just print 10 of them out and then just hand them all to each individual friend. When you print out the photos though, I feel like there's just quality is just not there. It's really pixelated, as I mentioned before, and the color is like way off for some reason. But when you look at the photo onto like a phone or your laptop or your computer or whatever, the quality, like the photo looks just like any normal digital camera photo, but when you print it out, the quality, like everything's just so pixelated. I wouldn't get this one personally just because it's so dang expensive. Like if it was cheaper, I could justify buying it, and you know, given the printing quality and stuff like that, but it's just so dang expensive. Like, why would I want to pay so much for a camera that is kind of mediocre?
Sometime later.
It was a little bit disappointing with that camera. I had a lot of hopes for it because, you know, the Leica name and stuff, but I have noticed because my previous Leica cameras, it's a camera with a shell of Leica on the outside and the internal is like a Fujifilm, and I noticed that because the chargers were exactly the same as my SQ10 for the Leica Sofort, and I was just like, wait, did I mess up did my chargers just like mix up or something? But no, they were exactly the same for the Leica Sofort and the Fujifilm SQ10. So I was just like, whoa. So is Leica making cameras with Fujifilm now or whatever? So I actually thought there was something wrong with my screen because the photo qualities look so bad on the camera that I was just like, wait, is this just my screen, or is my screen protector playing with me? Photos can't look this bad. Lo and behold, it was actually the camera. It's so overexposed, or it's like so pixelated. I do realize this is a digital lens, but I'm like, my freaking phone takes better photos than this. But one thing I did enjoy about the Leica Sofort 2 is that because it is a digital camera, I had so much fun just taking random photos without ever worrying about wasting film at all, because I knew I could print out whatever I want later. The downside to that is that I kind of miss the feeling of just like normal lens. I know this is a step into the future, but I feel like the future is not necessarily the best. I would much prefer to make a Leica Sofort that is just like a normal analog lens like they did previously. I think I would have liked that much better. That's just how it is. Maybe a lens that's made of glass, maybe a wider angled lens, or a more portrait lens with a better f-stop. I don't know, but I honestly think Leica could have done better. How I think of it is that because it is $400 for a Leica camera, I really can't expect much, because normal Leica cameras will cost me over $5,000. This is $400, so I really can't expect much. But it's just like, what? Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Please do give a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios!